What's good, y'all? It's Jay here, your accountability coach and ghetto psychologist. And it is my life's purpose to help Black people navigate this patriarchal system of white supremacy. I got one question that I'm going to talk about this entire video. Why does everybody want you to be like them? We live in a world where we rarely promote individuality. It's almost as if we don't fit a certain standard, then we're written off. You gotta be pretty. You gotta be tall. You gotta be light skinned. You gotta have straight hair. You have to have all of these things. You have to have more of these things. You have to be straight. You gotta be, I can just go on and on. But it's the foundation of, or what it seems like to be the foundation of everybody's bigotry is the fact that they just want robots. Y'all want humans to all act, feel, and react a certain way. Y'all suck the uniqueness out of us. Almost as soon as we go to school, we get plugged into a system of, hey, you do what someone tells you what to do. Your autonomy is almost instantly stripped. And it makes me wonder why. Why do we do that? How did we get here? How do we go from possibly, because again, I don't know, wasn't there at the conception of time, but how do we go from celebrating uniqueness and individuality to, hey, you must either look this way or act this way if you don't look this way? Or even if you look this way, I'm expecting you to act this way. We judge books by their covers, even though that doesn't give you a completely accurate depiction of what's inside. The only way to unify in a world like this is to celebrate our differences. We are not meant to be the same, but we are so much more alike than we are different. If we could focus on our humanity at the core of it all, you'll find way more in common than you would ever imagine with a stranger on the street. Some of us find that out very quickly. Because how else did your friend become your friend? Before your friend was a friend, they were a stranger. So it's very important, y'all, for us to not let the narcissism take over. I think it's a general narcissism, if you will, that we project onto other people. And I know everybody like, ooh, y'all love to say narcissism, but y'all don't understand. Y'all keep calling people narcissists, but most of the time, people who call other people narcissists are narcissistic themselves. We're all narcissists in one ways or another. It's a spectrum. But we dig into our narcissism when we start to project what we feel like people should do in certain situations, how people should act in certain situations. We want them to be like us. Admit it. This is why you can't have anybody disagree with you. You don't like that challenge. Why can't you think like I do? This is all the central themes of arguments is you just trying to get somebody to think like you. I don't waste my time. I just come on here and I speak my mind. If you agree, awesome. If you don't agree, oh well. You can't change my mind. You're a stranger. And this is why I'm still training myself. So, still human. But I used to be way worse. But I train myself now that if somebody says something I disagree with, if it's not worth me just giving them my thoughts, because what other purpose would I give them my thoughts? Just to maybe offer perspective? Sure. But in offering that perspective, maybe I'm hoping that they change their mind. That's always the underlying thing. Is it did you want to be heard or you're trying to change their mind? Or maybe it's a little bit of both. But whatever it is, you're still trying to change their mind. Because why else would you offer someone an opposing opinion? So if it's someone who I don't know, don't care about, if I don't, if I just don't feel moved, and they saying something that I don't agree with, I just dismiss myself. Sometimes, not all the time. I say very rarely. Now, in online spaces, yeah. In real life, nah, not that much. Um, so remember this. And honestly, this message that I'm delivering, I've heard it, but not in the way that I'm saying it. Where we have to realize when we are offering people unsolicited, especially advice and opinions, it is just under the guise of you wanting them to do what you would do. You wanting them to think how you would think. And it's nothing wrong. Again, let me say this, because I already hear it. Spirit be telling me how so many people get into their minds and they just automatically oppose things. Again, I'm talking about this, right? You're probably automatically opposing that. But I need y'all to think logically. Don't oppose if it makes sense, even if it's something that you've never heard before, that it don't feel good to hear. That mirror we hold up. Sometimes when, again, we keep saying this, but it's true. Sometimes when you don't look in the mirror for a long time, you forget what you look like. Maybe you forget a blemish or something on your face, and you finally look, and you like, God damn, what the fuck is that? That's what's going on right now. A lot of the time when people are telling you the truth. And it's nothing wrong with giving people advice. Okay. Again, I hear the opposers. It's not what I'm saying, because I'm just saying something very objectively. But I know even when people are objective and giving you facts, y'all getting y'all feelings. Feelings over facts for y'all. But facts are always going to trump feelings. So get out your feelings, get out your heart space, and get in your mind space. This is where all the work is really done. Because the work is done here to help here. So let's focus here. Let's focus here. Let's focus here. Logically, if you disagree with someone, and it's okay to disagree with them, but if you verbalize it, what reason are you verbalizing your disagreement? If you say anything other than I either want to just voice my opinion because I feel like I should offer them a different perspective, which AKA I want to change their mind, which is just the second one. It's the same thing. It's just a pretty way of saying it. And it's nothing wrong with wanting to change people's mind, depending on what the situation is. Nothing is black and white. But when we get down to like the nitty gritty of things, when we get to people's identities, their sexual orientation, their religion, when we get into bigotry, this is when it's a fucking problem. And you need your mind to be changed. Everything else, I don't care. You don't like pink nail polish, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to change your mind. You don't like an artist that I like, bitch. I don't care. I still like them. That don't change nothing. So some of the stuff y'all argue about, it means nothing. Means nothing. What are you trying to get people to be like you for? Don't you want to be unique? It's a very supremacist mindset. And that's typically where we get this whole mindset of trying to project ourselves onto somebody else, have them think like us and act like us. You get that from white supremacy, especially when it comes to the subjects that I just talked about, the bigotry of it all. That's where you get that from. So you're trying to make everybody either fall into the standard of white and male and straight, but if they can't, right, fall into one by force, something got to make up for it by choice. So you ain't white, you're not male, you're not straight. Something is wrong with you. So what other ways are you gonna, by choice, get closer to that standard of white male straight? That's where the privilege come on. So for me, I'm close by that standard because of my skin tone. I'm light skinned. I didn't have a choice, right? But that's my proximity. If you're male, your proximity is being male. You might not be white. You might not be straight. If you're straight and you're male, oh, you got two out of the three. See, I'm 0 for 3. But like I said, it's still other layers. Being light skinned get me a little closer. If I only I had no 4C hairs, this is 4C up here on my head. If I didn't have that, I'd be a little bit closer, a little bit more closer. You know where I'm going? So I hope this is a breakthrough for somebody because it's you have to be able to recognize the ways in which you want to enforce your own identity on other people, your own thoughts, your own will, your own behavior onto other people. Now, again, like I said, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna say it a little bit more clear. It's okay to give people advice. It's okay to want to save people from harming themselves or other people. That's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. But we have to, if we're gonna make it out of what the fuck is going on in our society right now, right? Yeah, it's just in America, but America is still a part of the whole general society. What happens here is going to affect the entire world. If one of us, I say this all the time, it's one of my favorite things to say, if one of us is not okay, all of us are not okay. And if you're talking about a whole country, and it's not just America that's at disrest, but if you're talking about a whole country is getting to a point where we're at disrest and we used to be one of the most popular and the most looked up to countries in the world, and you just all of a sudden you fall, the rest of the world feels that. They see what the hell going on over here. So what I do, even right now, what I'm saying is whoever's listening, it's affecting you in one way or another. So we all are in this together. Yeah. Uh-huh. And all of us have so many similar similarities, so many similar stories, similar traumas. While we are so busy, looking at skin tone, looking at hair texture, looking at height, looking at gender, looking at sexual orientation, looking at religion, looking at money, when we looking at all this shit that don't fucking matter and we're using it as a way to assign value, and so damn near evil. Because the opposite of God is evil, ain't it? Am I tripping? Ain't that evil? Anything that separate mankind is evil. Anything that's divisive, because we all are supposed to be here learning unconditional love of one another. We're not supposed to be over here trying to change each other. I say this all the time, girl, I don't want nobody to think just like me. Now I know in some mindsets that people do need to think like me, like I said, when it comes to the bigotry. But girl, you can tell me this damn hoodie is ugly, and I'm gonna be like, I like it. So, what you telling me that for? Because you're not changing my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep telling y'all when people disagree with me online, I'm known to say this. What are you disagreeing with me for? It's not going to change my mind. Most of the time my mind is set because I do research. I'm a nerd. I'm neurodivergent. I go down rabbit holes. I am obsessed with knowledge. Most of the time people cannot refute what I say. They just get in their feelings. Because I'm gonna make sure I have sources to back up things that I say when they're important. When they come to human issues, when they come to psychology, when it comes to sociology, I'm gonna have that. Because this is important to me. It's something I'm passionate about, you know? But we need to learn how to celebrate our uniqueness, but realize that we're more alike than we're different. I love myself so much. I don't want anybody out here to be like me. I'm one of one. Y'all need to be out here trying to be one of one more. Y'all, like I said, y'all argue about somebody like a movie that you didn't like, somebody like a song that you didn't like, somebody like a person that you didn't like. What the fuck is you telling me for? That you don't like my shoes? Bitch, I'm wearing them. Obviously, I like them. You telling me you don't like them? What? Either one, to be mean, two, to try to change my mind. Maybe both. And all I'm gonna be like is, girl, fuck you, cause this is not, you ain't changing shit over here. I'm not for me, not I'm not that type of person. Now, there's some people who are weak in their resolve and they will allow other people to change their mind. It's just never been me. You ask my mama, I've been my mama said I came out the womb saying no and why. My two favorite words was no and why. I was quick to tell people no. I still am. Sometimes I get joy out of telling people no. Because sometimes so many people don't say no. I'm happy I'm a person that knows how to say no. So I don't even have to tell you no. I just tell you in my actions. Deal with it. It is what it is. But yeah, stop. Just stop, y'all. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop it. Yeah, this is not what Jesus stood for. This is not what Moses stood for. This is not what Muhammad stood for. I think it's two Muhammads. Ain't it a Muhammad? Well, who was the name of the man, the Buddha? Let me find out. I forgot. Now I learned this now. Because I don't study almost every religion, every prevalent religion. But I can't remember. Okay, Siddhartha. Okay, I do know that name, Siddhartha. He's the founder of Buddhism. Excuse me. Yeah. So all those people who founded all of these different religions, that's not what they stood for. Even I think they said that he was a PDFer, the dude who found Buddhism. But he did come up in a different time. Not, I'm not excusing it, but this is before, I want y'all to know that Buddhism was around before Christianity. Christianity is not that fucking old. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I wanted to show you guys yet again this book. I got one more thing to show you. If you got this far. Damn, y'all. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. You gotta be up here. Thirsty. Hope it's saying who. I have no idea. Oh yeah, this. So guys, this is back out again, the Black Unity Starter Kit. If you're watching this, go ahead and get it, get it, get it. It's free. Yes, it is a print out because it's a free ebook for the people who's like, why did I not pay for it? Why did I pay for it? It's an ebook. Look at that, the Black American Plan. So it has 7 actionable practices to strengthen our communities, reclaim our power, and promote peace. Y'all grab it. It's free. And it's going to spotlight, like I said, 7 different things. I'll give you one of them. Affirm yourself in your blackness. There's a couple of mantras here. I am the offspring of my ancestors' power, love, and revolution. I am, this one, I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. This is my favorite. It's mine. I made this up. I am the voice of my ancestors that couldn't speak. So it says, create powerful affirmations to start your day rooted in strength and appreciation for your Blackness. That's one actionable step. So again, there's 7. It's a quick read. If you can read, if you're a reader, I should say, because everybody should be able to read. But if you are a reader, you're gonna read this in like 10 minutes, maybe less. But this is just the spotlight. Drum roll. This baby. Yeah, I know. I did that. But this is my real baby. This is what you need. Start with this. Okay, because this ain't out yet, but just start with this to get ready for this. This to get ready for this. This to get ready for this. Okay. I think I'm done here. I've done my work. I love you guys. If you got this far, please go ahead and subscribe, like, drop a comment if you're nasty. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye 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 bye.